Everybody, and we're back. Third live stream of the day, mega live stream day today, and we're going to hang out and watch the charts pretty much. That's pretty much what we're going to do today, and third live stream for the day. And of course, here we are, green candles. I couldn't resist myself. And of course, here we go. We've got Hex currently pushing higher, 4.2 cents. We got a Maximus at 2.11. Can you believe it? It's absolutely amazing. So 2.11, we got as high as 2.13 on Maxi, so it was pretty exciting. And of course, at the moment, we've got Hedron there still trying to push high at 509, but a profit taking though. So very cool. Get in the chat there, say hello. Yeah, we got third. What's going on? Says Jack X. The live stream number 3. That's how we roll. And of course, hey, when there's green candles, I often come on, and of course, it's looking pretty good at the moment. We've got D Hex in the house there. Holla Hexicano. It's good to see you. Christian Collin as well. Good morning. And, of course, a big welcome to everybody waking up in the UK. I guess I don't know what time it is now. Let me have a look at my international clock. Let's have a look here. We've got London. It is currently London. Let's see what time it is here. Is it really? No, it can't be. Is it really? It's telling me it's 11:30. Okay, it's a lot later because I'm starting a lot later. It's 11:30 in the morning, so it's almost midday in London. Where is it? New York is currently... it's today in New York. It's currently 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. Los Angeles is about 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning, and that's 19 hours behind. That's the furthest behind is Los Angeles at 3:30 in the morning. So that's pretty crazy time as well. So if you're up in Los Angeles and you're watching, well done, man. Well done. A DB in house as well. They're good to see DB. I like green candles. Dear sir, when Pulsechain. Well, one day closer. Hey, DB, I did see Trayvon talking about Pulsechain launch and talking about, do we need Pulsechain anymore? I thought that was pretty funny. So hilarious there. Christian Colin there. Colin as well says, early bird gets the first worm. It does indeed. And, of course, Robson DM, how are we all doing tonight? Very good, Robson. Very good indeed. And, of course, glad to have caught another stream. Hey, Robson, this is my third stream for the day. My previous one was 4 hours. I couldn't believe it. I was planning on 2 hours. Ended up doing 4 hours. It was pretty amazing. Job Gibbons says, yes, I'm in the UK. Nice surprise stream. Yeah, John, you know, sometimes when the green candle's on, I come on and do an extra live stream. And I felt in the mood for it today. So let's do it. Hamid's in the house there. Hedron looking pretty good, actually. It just jumped, didn't it? Just jumped to 5.2 from 5,000 to 5,200 there. 5,200. So pretty cool. DB in-house, lol, yeah, one day closer. That's all we ever say, isn't it, DB? One day closer for Pulsechain. I'm sure it will come out eventually. We're just going to have more patience. And D-Hex says, my son just went out fishing. I said, go get them, son. Go get them. Yeah, go get some fish, that's for sure. Now, I think I've got fish on the menu for tomorrow, the D-Hex. So, yeah. What else there? Hey, I don't know if you caught my update on my Superman fitness challenge, but 5 days, lost 2.5 kgs, which is pretty good. And let's see what I weigh in tomorrow when I do my weigh-in. It's going to be pretty good. I've been doing pretty well. I think I've kept to all my food plans except for 2. I had 2 digressions in 5 days. That's not too bad starting off. So we'll see how we get on. And I'll give you another update as we go. Superman Fitness Challenge. How about that? I like it. Sounds good. There's no Superman ever needs to do any fitness, right? But hey, you know, that's how it rolls. I wonder if he does actually. That's interesting. Probably does. 4 hours and now streaming again. You're a real G community. Thanks you, says Robson. Hey, you're welcome, man. It's a pleasure. We're having a lot of fun, man. These green candles, we've been waiting for these green candles. Here they are. Look at Hex, though. Hex is actually doing something. Let's actually pull up the Hex full chart here. And Hex is actually doing something at the moment. So obviously with the announcement of Maximus launching, maybe that's spurred on the some early buying, perhaps. But in any case, we had a nice volume candle 3 hours ago. Nice volume candle now. I'm not actually sure what the whale bot says. Maybe the whale bot gives us a bit more clue onto what's going on. So let's have a look here. The last, how many hours have since I finished? I can't remember now. 4 hours maybe. The hours. No, we looked at that last time. So 2 hours ago, we got 8 million bought. So that was probably that candle in here. This volume candle looks like this whale here. Let's have a look at any description. Is Somni in there? No. Big Baller says a storyteller. A big baller. Let's actually look at Etherscan. See if this is a big baller. Let's have a look indeed. Okay, it's got $500,000 sitting in there. So that's not lazy, is it? It's not lazy. It's got 13 million Hex in there worth $542,000. And of course, it bought 10 million in there. So that's pretty much end of the net. So I don't know whether it's a trader or not. Let's have a look here. It's got stuff coming in and out all the time. It does have some stakings from the looks of it. So that's pretty cool. It did have a bit of Hedron. How much Hedron did it have? It's a pretty decent amount, actually. What's that? 3 billion Hedron there with 15K. So not too bad. Just sitting there being cool as this well. So that's not too bad. That is some nice buying. So we'll give that some love there, I guess. What else we got going on there? That is a big buy. Looks like it was 10 million, close to 10 million. We had another one in stake there as well. That's pretty much it on the whale. Okay, cool. A little bit of insight there. And of course, Hex actually moving up on the hourly, looking not too bad. And of course, if we can get over this 4.3, wipe up and away, eh? Up and away. Let's get into the 4 hour though. 4 hours probably a better time frame, isn't it? 4 hour chart. And of course, we can get a bit of a view there for, so 4.3 would be nice. Then I guess to get to 4.6. And then of course, maybe we can get up to, 5.3 again. How about that? We can do it. Let's get some 1 cent days on Hex, eh? 1 cent days, that'd be nice. Let's do that. Yes, we can. Can we do it? Yes, we can. All right, cool. And of course, here is looking pretty good too. Maximus, woohoo! This is playing out pretty nicely, isn't it? Playing out pretty nicely at the moment. And of course, let's switch over to USD, see what USD is at the moment. Hex at 4.2 cents. What is Maxi? Maxi at just under 9 cents, but it did touch 9 cents just a little bit ago. And of course, let's go to that's a 4 hourly. Let's go to the hourly chart. And of course, yes, in the current hour, it hit 9 cents. So pretty nice on that one. And of course, I think things are only just getting started. I think things are just getting warmed up. The launch is going to be the 5th of September on Monday. Was it Maxi Monday? And of course, is it Labor Day too? Labor Day as well? I'm not sure. I think it is. But there we are. We're currently at 2.12 premium over Hex. You need over 2 Hex in excess there. So nice. Sorry. 2.1. Yeah, 2.12 Hex there. So nice. Doesn't that look good, that chart? It's looking good, man. Who knows? Can we get over 3? Can we even get beyond 3? Can we get 3.5? Who knows? We'll find out what the market's willing to do there. But that's pretty nice. And the price just sitting under 9 cents at the moment. I like it. I like it a lot, as we say. So that's looking pretty good. Let's see what else. We're going to leave it there. We've got Hedron, of course. Zoom in on that a bit more. Now, Hedron, so far the high has been 554, so 5,540. We're currently at 5,100. Obviously having a bit of resistance, bit of selling in here. And of course, a bit of a pickup on the volumes there. But hey, look, if we look at the RSI, I think it was still looking pretty good. The RSI still, even though it's an overbought territory, it can stay up there for a while, as we saw back here. No reason why I can't stay up there. If there's enough buyers, more than sellers, then it will continue to go. Now, obviously, this is looking pretty good. We've got a lot of Hedron stake now. That's really cool. And what else can we say about this? A lot of Hedron staked. And of course, depending on how you look at it, there's not that much Hedron around, but there's, a lot of people in here. A lot of people here have got a lot of X returns in here. So even though there's not a lot around, it can still sell the price down, right? We saw 60 billion pull the price down from what 5,500 down or whatever it was down to 5,000. So 60 billion can do a hit on it. But it's got nice liquidity support on Uniswap as well. So that's pretty cool. So worth looking at. What else there? We've got ICSA just tied to Hex there at $1.26 at the moment, moving up with the Hex price. So that's pretty much our 4 charts that we're looking at. Very cool. And I like how I've reset this actually, because now you can see all the charts at once. So let me put the Hex chart back on the hourly. We'll pull that up there on the hourly there, and we've got that moving up nicely. Let's get the Hedron chart moving up there. That's probably about right. And of course, I think we're pretty nicely there on, let's actually pull that up. What's that? Probably looks all right there on the Maximus on the daily, Hedron on the daily, and ICSA on the daily as well. So might zoom that on the daily there. That is pretty much where we are. Let's have a look here. We've got a few other comments in the chat. DB Cooper says, good for you, Setman. I'm on my 52 week of lifting weights, 5 to 6 days a week. Wow. A 1 full year tomorrow. I've lost 11 kgs and kept it off. But you must be pretty fit looking too with the weights then as well, DB. Well done, man. Well done, DB Keeper. The Hex Fetty says surprise stream. Yep, it was a number 3 stream. And you know, when the prices are pumping, I like to get on and hang out with the community because it's a good way of sharing the green candles together, as it were. So looking pretty good. I think things are warming up too. It's good, pretty good. Now, as I've been arguing for weeks, we've got a bit of a window of opportunity for the prices to move up to the ETH merge. Then after that, we've got to reassess everything with the Fed interest rates. But apart from that, we're going to, try to have a party for the next 2 weeks. And it's looking good for that. Bluegrass in the house there. Good to see you. Woo-hoo-hoo. DHex says, so what are we waiting for? Let's go get them. Hexkins, Pulsechains, and Hedronians there. I like that one, DHex. Robson DM says, it's always good to see price movement to the upside, especially in the bear market. However, I'm a long-term staker, 5-year stakes minimum. So would love to see Hex testing 2 cents for another buy-in. Yeah, I bet you are, Robson. Putting the limit orders. That's still possible, of course. If depending later, I think later after it's going to be after Maximus, maybe between the 21st of September and maybe possibly post ETH merge. But we've got Maximus launching. It's going to be running for 3 weeks, all the way from the 5th to about the 26th. And of course, that does cross over the interest rate rise on the 21st. So that back end of Maximus is going to be interesting. But I would suggest to you that we're going to have a lot of, just like we did in ICSA, WATSA NFT auction, we're going to have a lot of action in that final week anyway. So it's going to be fun. Robson says, missed a few streams recently. Have you gathered an opinion on Dodeca? Yeah, I've already talked about Dodeca a couple times, Robson. And that is that I'm not overly a fan of the reflexive systems. So yeah, it looks good on paper. Overseeing these types of products before, Chainlink and BSC, and they usually don't end well. No, what happens is they cycle down, and of course the people that got in early, and apparently the sacrifice price was around 8 cents. So that's probably going to just cycle down. I've got that here actually. Where have I got it? Dodeca related products. Yeah, I think it's related charts. We are watching it. It's on the watch list there now. It did come down. We full screen this. It did come down from $1, which this is when I first got people telling me about it. I wasn't really involved early on. People were telling about it in $1. I think it was somewhere like that. And of course, just after I was commenting about it, it just went down. And of course, apparently it's 8 cents. So that's be down here. And of course, there's still room to move for 31 cents. It did bounce off 20 cents and up at 31. And of course, I think it's a 5% tax, and it's going to buy Hex with the trading volume. And of course, that pays the stakers who decide to, the people that decide to hold 369 Dodeca. So it's kind of like that. It is buying Hex. I mean, the Hex is the good part, but the same site system is the same as before, right? So basically, it could just cycle down in value over time. And of course, we saw that happen pretty rapidly. So it would have cost you $369 to buy, $369 for the Hex here, and now it's only going to cost you less than a third of that price now. So 30% now at the price here, so you're going to get way more. But once again, it keeps cycling down, right? So 30 cents could become 10 cents, and so on. You know, it's kind of how that works. And of course, the volume of Hex it can buy for you is less and less and less. So yeah, we'll see. It's all about community growth. Can you keep the turnover? But generally, these do not end well. So yeah, it's kind of my opinion there. Very speculative and low chance of success. But of course, we do like things that buy Hex. That's probably all I'll say at that one. So cool. All right, let's come back to the Hex charts there. DB is lifting weights. Yeah, buddy, says Christian Collin. Yeah, DB is doing well there. He's waiting for Pulsechain too while he's lifting the weights. He's probably got a big picture of Pulsechain, DB? Up there going, come on, man, you better come and launch at some stage. Cheers, good to know, says Robson. You're welcome. Same here. No Dodeca all day. I dream about Hex, says DHex. Yeah. Hey, look, it's enticing. I understand it's enticing, but I just think that it's kind of that thing that will just cycle itself down like we've seen before with other similar projects. So yeah. I'm sure some people do well. The people that started off with getting it for 8 cents, if they sold it $1, they'd be pretty happy, right? So it's pretty much to say. A big picture of Pulse. Yeah. Feel free to post a picture in the Discord, DB Keeper. Feel free. All right, so we've got Hex at 4.2 cents. Let me just scroll this back up because I lost the part of the chat there. We've got Hex at 4 cents. We've got Maxi at just under 9 cents. And of course, we've got Hedron there at 5,200. And I just lost that thing again. Let me maximize that. That's Hedron. And of course, let's flick over this to the premium, mate, the premium of Hex over Hex, because I think it's kind of a cool metric, the one that really matters. So 211 there is the old Maxi. Look at that. That's pretty nice. I like that. All right. Yeah, we've got the BNB ones. Won't look at those, although I think was it IM that made a bit of a move, and the airdrops Pulse Dogecoin. Let's have a quick look at Pulse Dogecoin. It's at $3.48. So that's kind of where that is at the moment. I do think that's going to have a nice run when the staking comes out, but until that point, it's got a chance just to ease off here. But I do think that's going to have a nice run there. And it might have a good attack at the $10 eventually. But we've got to wait for that staking to come out. Maybe people may redirect some funds from other projects. We'll see. See when it comes closer out. I think the design might be quite novel. So that's cool. All right. Every time I reset this chart, it brings back the old RSI down the bottom there. All right. DX says, I'm looking forward to team. Yeah, me too, man. And I think that so many people, because obviously Hedron's getting a lot of attention with ICSA as well, but and it's great for Hex, obviously, because all the HSI buybacks are just Hex getting eaten up. I actually haven't looked at the whale bot for a while, actually, on the HSI. Should we have a quick look? I guess we can. We've got Gwei at the moment at 5 Gwei. 5 Gwei on Ethereum at the moment. We just jumped to 8, but it was 5 there. That's not too bad. Let's have a look at the we'll go to Whalebot, we'll go to Hedron. Let me just look at the Hedron one. Hedron Whalebot. We'll see if there's much HSIs over the last 24 hours. The problem is with this now is there's so many Hedron buys on there that HSIs get hidden amongst all of it. So yeah, I can't see it. Hard to say. I don't know. They should just separate the HSIs out now. It's all Hedron, right? It's all Hedron. You have to. I think there's a website, but I just can't remember what it is. Now there's a HSI 100,000. That's 28 minutes ago. Another one there. 100,000 365. So it's still got stuff going through it, right? So it's just whether the big stuff's going through there at the moment. So that was just the last couple of hours, not the last hour. That wasn't much longer than that. So cool. All right. Hey, I really think that we're going to get some nice chart action tonight, overnight. I mean, the Americans are just waking up, right? In probably an hour or something. What did I say? Time did I say it was? Oh, it's still early in LA, right? So New York, it's currently 7 o'clock. So what are the markets open in New York Friday? So obviously a lot of people getting up from work. So that's going to be New York is currently just coming up to 7. So I don't know. Let's say they start at 8:30 or 7:30, 8 o'clock, say. So it's another hour. Yeah. So maybe an hour away, we might get the US investors moving, and then of course LA is currently really early, still 10 to 4. So there's still a couple hours there. So yeah. These charts could really take off overnight, my time, Kiwi time, which is obviously at the bottom of the world with the old Australians over there somewhere. So yeah, it's going to be fun to see. All right, cool. Excuse me. I probably should have got myself a drink before I started live streaming, but forget about it sometimes. Maybe what time we're up to 19 minutes. I'm going to pop over and get a drink. I'll be back in a second. Stay tuned, folks. All right, I'm back. I'm back with my drink. So yeah, I reckon we could have a fun night overnight. Kiwi time, in other words, Northern Hemisphere. Could be pretty cool. Hap says, I'm awake, ICSA. Yeah. It's pretty much tied to that. So yeah, pretty Hedron, designed to get Hex off the market. Cool, right? And of course, gets Hedron off the market. Gets Hex off the market, Hedron off the market. Of course, earning ICSA, early days for ICSA inflation. November's going to be big for inflation and staker rewards. So it's going to be pretty cool. I haven't looked on OpenSea for the WhatsApp NFTs. Let me know in the chat if you've actually bought an WhatsApp NFT off OpenSea or something. That'd be pretty interesting. I think it's on at least a couple of different tradable and a couple of different places that people are actually buying and selling. Let me get rid of this. Rid of the Maxi here. That's a bit better. So cool. Let's jump over to the full chart on Maxi. This is pretty cool on a Maxi here. I just like it. It's looking so good, and it just feels like early days. How about that? So cool. Jump out of the DEXA there, and we'll jump out of that. Cool. Yeah, just looking pretty good. It's not looking pretty good. All right. Actually, that's probably a bit far down. That's probably about right. The Christian says, what happened? Superman left to save the people. Yeah, I had to go save the people and get myself a drink. That's pretty much it. So I got myself a drink. So not bad at all. Let us know if you bought a WhatsApp NFT off OpenSea. Just let us know. Someone said that 3 had been burned. 3 WhatsApp NFTs have been burned today. So we're gonna go check that. We always say, let's go check it. Oh, they have too. Oh my gosh, they have too. We're down. We started at 22,064, and we burnt one on the first day, and we've had 3 today. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So I wonder how much they were. What is it? In stake? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 18 hours ago. 18 hours ago in stake. So let's look at this one. How much ICSA was in there? 0.38 ICSA. It's pretty small then. What about the next one? Stake in. That was the second one there. 0.015. So it must have been very small stuff in there. I'm surprised it's even economic to do it. It must have been a third one in there. The third one in stake. In stake here. So that was a day and an hour ago. That was how much was that? 33 ICSA. Okay, that makes more sense. But that's 33 ICSA. That's interesting. That I wonder what they did with it. They went back into their accounts. ICSA stake. Okay, so they ended the WhatsApp from the looks of it, and they put it in a stake. They ended it and they put it in an ICSA stake to earn Hedron as well. Probably because the Hedron price going up, I guess. So with their 33 ICSA. So that's probably doing pretty well, I'd imagine, I guess. Yeah, from that point of view. Okay, cool. Well, it's interesting to see what people do, so that's pretty interesting. What else? We've got a couple comments in there. Prince of Pulse. Hey, I haven't seen Prince of Pulse for a while. What's up? Did you watch Springboks versus the All Blacks? Awesome 2 games. No, I have not seen any of those games. Did we win? Let me know. That's how much I know about it, Prince of Pulse. I haven't watched the All Blacks for, I don't know, 10 years, maybe longer. Yeah, I did hear that they lost against Ireland, the 2 games, which just seems like something that out of Twilight Zone. That seems pretty crazy. Superman is the most diehard RH ecosystem YouTuber. Keep up the good work and greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, Richie Robson, appreciate that. Big shout out to you. Really do appreciate that. Crypto7 in the house. Yeah, boy. Hey, good to see Crypto7, man. Superman is the GOAT streamer. I appreciate it, Crypto7. And big shout out, man. You must be at 555. Are you at 5555 yet? I've been looking at your channel just to make sure you get over there. Let us know. If you haven't subscribed to Crypto7, go and subscribe. I know most of you people in the UK have probably. But if you haven't subscribed to Crypto7, definitely hit him. He's just at the verge of hitting 555. In fact, let's go have a quick little check of that. Not sure if this is the latest update, but he will tell us in the chat anyway. Let's go to new useful links and go up to Pulse Tube, and let's check out Crypto7 in the house. That's pretty cool. And we appreciate what you do, Crypto7, and doing a great job over there. Under sub 555. They haven't added the over 555 yet. But yeah, definitely. So just sitting there still, but you may have actually gone over that. So this is always a little bit delayed on here, but very close. If you haven't subbed the Crypto7, definitely get out there and do that. Yeah, 554. So throw a sub. I'm going to post it in the channel there, and give us Crypto7. If you haven't subbed, give Crypto7 a sub there. There it is there. Nice work. And of course, cool stuff. Look at that. It's pretty neat. All right. Very cool. Smash the sub. We're so close to 5555, the magical hex number of a 15.2 year stake. Get into it. All right. Cool. Let's jump out of there and back to the charts. Let's see what else we got going on there. Daniel's in the house there. 777 says Daniel. I like that. What else we got going on there? I think that's probably it at this stage. TV says, Crypto7, did you know Hex is the GOAT? Yeah, I think Crypto7 well and truly knows that. Very cool. All right. Very nice. Hey, this green, the pump overnight, man, it could be really, really cool. Looking forward to waking up tomorrow with the US investors and Northern Hemisphere investors and see what they do with this market momentum. Currently, we've got, it's almost midday in London. So it's almost lunchtime, and in New York, it's 7 o'clock in the morning in New York, and in Los Angeles, it's currently 4 o'clock in the morning. So once New Yorkers start investing, maybe an hour's time, maybe, and then of course ramping all the way across over to LA, they're going to be up in probably 3 or 4 hours, maybe 4 hours time. Start, looking at the crypto markets, have a good shower, breakfast in the morning, and go, man, what's happening with Maxi and what's happening with Hedron? What's happening with Hex? I got to get in. Oh my, it's moving. I got to flow some funds into that. So we might expect to see that in the morning. There we are. I wake up, of course, after the Americans in the Northern Hemisphere, in Europe and UK have all been trading, and then I wake up in the morning and go, oh, what's happening now? What's happening now? Because it's you guys are the ones that move the market. It's not the down under people. I mean, Aussies have got some probably decent capital, but it's mostly that way, I would suggest. All right, cool. What do we got here? We got a Maximus. Actually, it's flipped back to the US cents, but we're gonna flip it back to the premium there. 2.117. So really doing well. That's pretty much on target as we've been talking about. This is I consider this the best play moving ahead. Hedron, of course, has had an awesome run. It's probably got a little bit more room to move, but as we can see, it's just taking its time. Probably a good thing. And let's see if we can try and attack the all-time high there of COD. Was it 5 zeros, 7,272, 7,272. So let's see if we can do it. Now, I did have my Pumpermentals chart. We should actually pull that up. Actually, let's pull up the Pumpermentals. Whereas I've still got access to it. No, I don't. So let me just pull that up manually. We're going to go to the Zohi sheet and pick up our COSA and have a look at the Pumpermentals. I do like the spreadsheet. Currently, the price, of course, is at 5198. So it's down a bit from when we had it earlier. We had it a bit higher. Let's just do 528. Make it simple. So we're 1.9x away from 401. So from 10,000 basically. And of course, to all-time high, we're 1.4x away from the all-time high. The theoretical price of Alex is talked about with the B share divided by average stack length is about 95x away at 000494. And of course, we're looking forward to move towards that kind of price over time. Obviously, it's still going to do parabolics, so there are a lot of people with big X returns in there. Even though the supply is heavily reduced off the market, obviously, since we've got staking, it's still got it's still going to have the parabolic moves, right? So it's still going to have that. People have got big X returns sitting inside here now, so that's going to be interesting to play out. So cool. That is the Pumpermentals, and of course, all-time high. If we do a 10,000x from all-time high, just under 0.2 of a penny, that's 336x from here. So it'll be pretty cool. All right, let's jump back to the charts there. We've got Hex moving up, looking good. And we've got everything looking good. I love it. It's looking green. We love green candles. That's all I can say at this stage. D Hex says, welcome to the stream, everyone. Smash the like. Yeah, definitely smash the like. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. We typically do 2 live streams a day on this channel, but this is the 3rd one today. The last one I just did was 4 hours, and of course I got smashed by that, but that was pretty cool. And I'm going to be looking to do some specialty videos moving ahead as well, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Great Expectations is in the house. I love your name, man. Great Expectations. I need to show off my new handle. I like that. I like that a lot. Great Expectations. That is fantastic. That is really good. I like it. All right, doing well. So cool. We're up to. I'm going to do an hour tonight for the chart watch, but I'll be back on tomorrow with 2 more live streams. We're halfway through today's 3rd session. But man, could you resist this beautiful green charts? I should probably move it to even smaller time frames so we can actually see the granularity. Let's move 15 minutes for the Maximus one there, and I'll just zoom in on that. That's the last. Those are 15-minute candles on Maxi. Let's probably move to what, hourly here on this one. Well, let's move to 15 minutes on this as well. I'm going to zoom this in. Let's just get a bit more granularity there. And that is currently the Hedron there. I'll leave our Icosa on as because it's pretty much tied to Hex. So just the way it goes. Looking good. Should we go 15-minute on Hex? Let's do that too. Why not? We're 15-minute charts now, folks. We just moved into granularity. Just makes it a bit more exciting to see the movements in the charts a bit more obviously. What else have we got there? Great Expectations. That is a cool name. Well done on that. And Christos says, what was your previous name? What was your previous name? I can't remember. So let me know. Good morning, Superman. Christos says, this is a pleasant surprise to wake up to. Hey, Christos, that's really nice, man. Yeah, there's a 3rd live stream, man. Crazy day, which means that I've probably been streaming by the time I finish this for about 6.5 hours today, which is like almost a full-time job. That's pretty crazy stuff. But it's a Friday for us, and of course, it's going to be Friday for everybody waking up in New York and LA there. And of course, the UK is already at lunchtime, so there we go. Christian Cole says, anyone can point out which exchange is good to get ETH. I've been using Coinbase, and I have having problems with Coinbase from my account. Maybe try, I don't know, maybe try crypto.com. That might be a good one, Christian. I like, yeah, it depends on how you're doing it, right? I think crypto.com has some sort of fiat gateway. I don't use it myself, but people do talk about it. It seems to be pretty popular. Yeah, I don't know if you're doing it from a bank or whatever, bank services rather than a credit card. So yeah, let me know if anyone else has got any good suggestions. Let us know in the chat. I think that's probably good. Hex on Air's in the house. No way. Hex on Air. Good to see you. Hello, friends. Good to see you all. Woohoo! Man, it's funny how it gets delayed. It goes to the studio. It's so delayed. Pretty crazy. Just a moment. Someone was yelling at me. I'm not sure what about. Christian Collins says, okay, thanks, says Christian. We are sleeping on Pulsechain. Be first, be early, says Dan Dog Crypto. Yeah, well, we have got it on watch. PZN is on watch. We've got that on the related, so we're going to have a look at that quickly. Did we talk about this before? Yeah, PZN. Yeah, PZN's doing okay. What's the other one? Dodeka. We talked about Dodeka earlier. That's why we were talking about. We got there. So yeah, we're at 0.6 of a penny there. 0.6 of a penny at the moment on the PZN USD. Holding up pretty well. Now, is it going to break out from here? If it's going to do it, it's going to do it. At the moment, looks kind of like either break out or do a double top there. That's pretty much it. So cool. See, we talk about these charts. There's under our related charts, but obviously not Hex charts there. We've got 4 Hex charts at the moment. We're going to have 9. Can you believe it? 9 at the end of our September. By the 26th September, we will have 9 charts in the Hex ecosystem. It's so good. And we haven't got Pulsechain. We're growing the Hex ecosystem instead. In the meantime, excuse me, Pulsechain, we're waiting for that. But hey, why don't we just grow the Hex ecosystem instead in the meantime? So it's pretty funny. All right, so cool. I think we're back. We've still got 15-minute charts on there. On Hex on the top left, we've got Maxi on the top right, Hedron on the bottom left, and Icosa, your close friend, is down the bottom there at $1.27. Cool. I'll have a cool drink here. All right. What else have we had? Any news? I don't know if we've got any news from Richard Art. We might have a quick check. There's the Pumpermentals. Check that out one more time. It's pretty cool. I like that. There's the Pumpermentals there. Let's have a look at Richard Hart. Let's have a look, see what he's been saying much around these days. 150-year chart of the stock market, or is it the chart of the dollar going down in value? What else there? Some watches. Bling bling. I do love the mechanism side of these watches. I mean, they're absolutely amazing, aren't they? The mechanisms in there really are pretty amazing. Which Rolex do you like more? I do like this one. I like the colors on that one. It's pretty nice. The gold one, they're all nice, aren't they? They're all nice. It's pretty hard to choose. But I think, yeah, I like the gold in this one here. The blue's nice too, but definitely like those two. Probably ones in there. So 8 hours. Got some of those cool snake ones, so not bad. So he's been doing the bling, having a good time. All right, cool. Let's jump back to the charts. Here we got, at the moment, we got Hex at, where's Hex? Just over, trying to get over 4.2 cents. This is the 15-minute charts, folks. Look at it trying to get over 4.2 cents at the moment after getting pumped up here earlier by that big buy. It's still trying to get up there, so well, let's watch out for that. We've also got Maxi at 2.11. Maxi's the one I'm really going to be interested to see what it looks like tomorrow morning when I wake up. Obviously, I'll be tuning in about an hour's time, and of course for the night, and I'll be interested to see what happens to that. Hedron at 5.2. It'll be interesting to see in the morning whether Hedron's able to make an attack on the all-time high of 7,272. That's going to be fun to see in the morning. That's the cool thing about going to sleep down under, is that we have to wait, see what the Northern Hemisphere has done with the markets overnight. James Bond says, well, live again, sweet as, bro. Yeah, James, back on, third time today. 6.5 hour day. It's almost like a full-time job. But, hey, these markets are pumping. One could not resist. Blue one, not bad. Yeah, blue one's not bad. Yeah, I do like the shiny color ones, though. RHS bling, says Christian. Yeah, true that. Gian says, Richard is going on banter today. Going to be great. Oh, that's cool to know. Thanks for letting us know about that. And Kosa looking good, says James. Yeah, looking solid, looking real solid. Great Expectations says whipping the top of a tally with a spatula as we speak. Nice. Cook the man some eggs, says Great Expectations. That's true. But the next says RH has bling. Can he sing? Morning, I mean evening, whatever. Woo-hoo-hoo. I can see a bit for next as always. Hex Token never sleeps, says James Bond. That is true. Or long neck, whatever the Kiwis call a big bottle of beer these days. A lager, I guess maybe we may say a lager. Oh, a lager is different from beer, isn't it? What would we say? A beer? A beer. Yeah, I don't know actually. I'm not a big beer drinker, but I guess it's a beer. I don't know. A pint? Can I get a pint? That's kind of a UK thing, isn't it? PZN only 3 volumes. Launch organically. No big whales. Accumulate. Yeah, no need to shill though, Dan Dog. We looked at that earlier. So yeah, appreciate not shilling it, but yeah, it's fine. All right, cool. What else we got going on there? We got Hex at 4.2 cents. We got Maxi at 2.11. We've got Hedron there at 5,200 and a Kosa at $1.27. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. Green candles all around. Oh, yeah. The Pulse Players in the house says, is there any truth that someone has 100 million Hex and stake it for a year? They should receive 25% in interest. But if another guy has 100 million Hex and stakes it for a month and restakes every month, no, that's not correct. I think it's around about 12% at the moment, and I think it's around about 10% if you're doing it monthly on an annualized basis. I think that's kind of the difference, somewhere in that ballpark. Their Pulse Player. You can use it on the calculator. We got calculators and useful links here, so all these calculators, you can use all these things here. We'll calculate that. Yeah, so feel free to get in on that one. James Bond says, how's the walk today, Superman? Let me jump back to the prices there. How's the walk today, Superman? Says James Bond. Very good. So I just finished day 5 of Superman Fitness Challenge, and I was supposed to do some vlogs on it, but I just haven't quite got that in place yet. And of course, day 5, 2.5 kgs lost, which is pretty epic. I expected to lose decent to start off with. 2.5 is very pleasing. And did an hour walk today. Ate all my right foods and had 3 glasses of water, which is pretty good. I don't want to drink too much water. I think you can overdo the water, but I think that's probably about right. And normally 1 or 2 glasses kind of where I'm focused, but I had 3 today. It's got a bit hotter here now that we've finished winter. So yeah, that's pretty good. 2.5 in 5 days. Tomorrow's another walk. That's another day. I'll do another weigh tomorrow before I walk and before I eat. I sort of do it before I eat for the day, and then I weigh, and then sets my setting weight target. And so far so good. What else to say? Yeah, good food. It's going to sleep earlier too. That's the other thing. So food, 1 hour walk, and the diet change. So not reducing, not trying to focus to reduce, but just changing from bad foods to good healthy foods. So mostly fish and chicken and salads and vegetables. That's pretty much it. So going really nice. I've got gone a long way to go. So I've broken down my target into 3 different targets. My first target, I'm currently at 22.5% of that. So it's going good. Yeah, I'm going to do vlogs on it though. It's going to be good. Hey, we just jumped up. Do you see that? We're at 213 on Maxi versus Hex. Wow, woohoo, 213. I'm going to be fascinated. Can we get over 3? Can we get up to 3? Can we get over 3? It's going to be fun to see that play out. Pulsechain says, yeah, the year will make way more, and that's why people are staking for short periods. Yeah. Or you're not supposed to be able to beat out. You definitely longer pays better, right? You can't with the share rate. You can't beat out short staking. Can't beat out long staking. So yeah, looking trim. Good job. Yeah, well, just starting, James. Just change. That's just 2.5 kgs, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I guess the haircut helps as well. The haircut takes off a couple of kgs, but yeah, we'll get there, man. The Superman Fitness Challenge. I will be doing some vlog videos on it. Just short ones, like maybe 5 minutes, and then going through the results and some tips and stuff, some learnings to make it more interesting. Get some Rolexes for your weights. Yeah. I like that. That's funny, man. Bitmanex says if you stake 100 million hex for a month, be prepared to make about 12% more hex after you. Sorry, Bitfinex, you got bigger pays better. So you do have bigger pays better. So that's true too. Yeah, so I oversight that. Yeah, I forgot about the bigger pays better amount after your awards are minted. It's a pleb move. Sorry, big guys, less wealthy people pass you up. That's true. Yeah. So there's a bigger pays better bonus. Yeah, I forgot about that, which is ironic since I talk about it all the time. But that is true. So it is a bigger pays better on 100 million. Yeah. Sorry, a little tired, so didn't quite pick that one up. I think restaking every 30 days is a great game plan, but I would split my hex into 2 half on a 1 year stake, and the other half on every 30 days. Yeah. That's cool. All right, too many calculations at this time, but you're supposed to be watching the market. I have been live streaming for most of the day, so it's a little bit thing. And I did my walk. I did my 1 hour. It was actually probably about an hour and 10 minutes, and maybe an hour and 5, somewhere in that ballpark. So yeah. All right, cool. I hope you guys are enjoying these green pumps, man. We've been waiting for these sort of things. And we did get on the ICSA launch for the X. We got up to, what did we get up to? 7.6 cents. And then, of course, got sold into, there was a few things going on at the time, but now we're trying to get back up there again. If we get 600 million through the perpetuals and a 10% goes to buying, that's 60 million hex buy pressure. And if we did higher than that, then away we up and away we go. So we'll see how we get on. It's cool. All right, let's move on from that. All right, let us get back here. All right, cool. Zoom in on some of these. Is this the same one? I've got the same chart up. I've got 2 of these versions. That's crazy. This is the one I want to look at. So this is Maxi. And of course, we've had this big 24,000 buy earlier. That's 275 Maxi. We had a couple of people selling into that. Then we had a 3,000 buy and 1 sell in, or 2 sold into that. So just trying to etch itself up there. Currently at 2.13, and the price is sitting just under 9 cents at the moment. Obviously, the Hex price, I think, went down just slightly. Yeah, just slightly there, I guess, is what's happening there. What will it be when I wake up in the morning? That's what the thing. We will see. I'd laugh if I wake up in the morning and, of course, like it's down at like 195 or something like that. That'd be funny. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. The Americans are waking. The Americans are coming. That's what's going to happen there. And the UK people, they're up on the markets now, I'm sure. Superman is a freaking beast. Streamers all over the place. Way to go, Superman. I appreciate that pick, Finesse. Big shout out to you for that. Yeah. We might get a. Hey, you know what? We might. I want to do some specialty videos. So I'll probably do another one around the. I did a hex staking one just the other day, and of course I might do another one there. But yeah, bigger pays, better bonus for the big stakers. They are going to get that premium, aren't they? So yeah. All about T-shares. A Decky gets the most. Maxi, yeah, I think the yield was like 28%. So yeah, gets the most for sure. Well, when they first did the surveys on Maximus, the poll was people wanting the 1 year and the 10-year, but now I think that people have been thinking more about it, realizing that the 7-year one, even though it's got a lower APY, I think it's 23%. That comes out just before all the 10-year stakes in 2030, just before them all. So that'd be like an ideal maturation there. Yeah, we'll see how that goes too. I actually think a lot of those big candles in 2030, there'll be a fair amount of them more early in stake if the Hex price goes up to, if it gets up into the dollars like people are looking to in the future. Obviously, products like the perpetuals are actually helping to make that happen, right? Because they're eating up the circulating supply. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Man, ICSA did really well. Like there must have been in the first 14 days well over 200 million go through there, maybe 230 million go through that contract either into HSIs or into the Hedron deployer. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Was it 80 million? It's 80 million sitting in the Hedron deployer, and it's probably. Yeah, if I add up all the small stuff, which I don't, that's probably well higher than that. So yeah. So we may get 3 times that amount in the perpetuals, but actually staked. So we'll watch. We'll find out. The market will decide. Super Dex man says, yeah, Super Dex Hexonium man. I'm still on to that. I've still got to do my. I was going to do my Mega Dex. You know about the Mega Dex, right? Hexonium. I did the Super Dex video, but I want to do a Mega Dex. I actually want to do short versions of them. Because with live streams, because people sometimes see the live streams, go, oh, that's a long live stream, and so they don't want to watch that. But I want to do short videos for it. But I will be getting into the Megadex concept as well. So Superdex and Megadex. So Superdex is versus the exchanges and centralized exchanges, and of course the Megadex is versus the chain itself. That's how I've defined the two of them: Megadex, Superdex, Pulsechain. So that's pretty much it. Hello all, XEX, PLS, and PLSX for the 100% their lives beneath. Good to see you in the house, by the way. And Dan Dog says true, but then you lose your T-share value. That's true. You get diluted by T-share rates doing short stakes. You do. That's the one. So even though you scrape the interest off if you got large holdings, you do slowly get diluted, especially if you take your interest and don't reinvest it. That's true. Pump it, says James Bond. Pump it, yeah, we're pumping it. Well, it's probably more likely to pump after I finish the live stream, right? Because the Americans are waking up soon, and of course the Brits are waking up. In Europe, I guess, are waking up. Someone's in the channel there from Netherlands, right? Someone at the beginning was from Netherlands. Let me just find out who that was. Someone was from the Netherlands. It was from the Netherlands in the chat. Someone was from the Netherlands. I thought I could find it, but I can't. Yeah, someone was from the Netherlands, I'm sure. Right. So yeah, what time is it? I said it's 4 o'clock in 4 o'clock in Los Angeles on the West Coast. And on the East Coast it is 7:20 in the morning. So we should see US investors start to play ball there. And the UK, of course, it is currently at 20 past 12, so it's lunchtime. So people will just be having their lunch, having a cup of tea and some scones, as we say. Richie Robertson. Yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. Yeah, Richie Robertson. Thanks, Richie. Big shout out to you in the Netherlands there. Gian there. Yep. Good to see you, Gian. 13.21 over here says 120 in the afternoon there, Richie. Nice one. That's just before the UK. Money never sleeps, says Briz. Yeah, money never sleeps, Briz. But of course, the size of the investors do. The size of investors' economic energy does. That's for sure. Hexonium there, NL. Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, we're having fun here. Look at this, man. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Come on, Maxi, man. You can do it. I'd really like to see where this thing goes, man. That's going to be crazy time on that one. Let's watch out. Let's see what happens overnight. I'm absolutely excited. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. We're going for an hour tonight because I will have to wind down at about 11. It's currently 11:22 p.m. on Friday night here, so I will have to I'll probably end the stream at 11:30, which is in about 8 minutes because I will have to wind down. So I'm trying to go to bed at by midnight. So we'll see how we get on. And as part of my new Superman Fitness Challenge, you've got to get good sleep. You've got to eat well, and you've got to drink well as well. And of course, you've got to do your exercise. Those three things, that's all you have to do. And the weight starts falling off, I guess, is what happens. Great Expectation says, in New Zealand and Oz, all the boys are stumbling and drunk and ready to make some poor decisions. I like that. That's true, too. That's true. That's pretty funny, man. That's hilarious. Lies Beneath is got the strong arm on that one, I think. Maybe drop some cash on a bit of speculation. Yeah, that's what we always say. Like, we're a Maxi channel, around rich art products. But of course, it's always good to have a little bit of your portfolio in some speculative, highly probable plays. That's where you've got to get a bit of experience in crypto, is to be able to call the probability shots. The other part of it is timing, right? Timing is actually always the hardest. But if you can probability out of the way, then you can focus on your timing a bit in terms of the markets. Definitely is the place there. Might as well have a quick look at the BNB memes. Let's have a quick look at those. So Pulse Dodge there on BNB is currently at just over 4/10 of a penny. We got half a cent actually earlier, just sold back down there. Pulse Dodge P33 back at 10 cents. That's struggling to do anything over there. Kind of surprising me a little bit. But Internet Money trying to make a go at trying to get higher too. Currently at 1,000. Actually got over 11,000 earlier. So we'll see where that goes. They're all trying to fight their way back up. The airdrops tokens, the PLSD at $3.43. The weight token at over half a cent there. Pretty normal. Nothing much to see there. Waiting for staking, of course, for PLSD. And of course, related, we're going to have a look at related tokens. Dodeca, currently at 32 cents there, coming off the bottom of 20, bouncing off 20 cents. And PZN there at 6/10 of a penny. Possibly could break out. It's back up where it was. Might break out from there. We'll see. That's kind of where it's at the moment. And of course, we're watching the Hex ecosystem. 4 charts at the moment, man. This is what's cool about the Hex ecosystem. 4 charts at the moment. But we're going to have 9 by the end of the 26th of September. 9 charts, man. Can you believe it? It's going to be crazy. And Pulsechain is not even here. Really amazing. All right, so we've got Hex, man. Hopefully when I wake up in the morning, Hex is broken higher, and so is Maxi, and Hedron is maybe trying to make an attempt on the all-time high. That'd be cool to wake up to all that. That'd be super bullish. Of course, Hex would drag up ICSA as well. So cool. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And of course, if you want to get into our Discord, we're heading up towards 700 members. We've got 679, so we're 21 members away from hitting 700. And of course, if you want good community, good information, it's a great place to be. If you're new to crypto, definitely get in there. We've got a couple people, Fat Sammy, Brian in particular, and a couple others that help out a lot of people who are onboarding, that are people that are new to crypto. So they're really helpful, and they can get into voice chat as well, help you as well. So it's a pretty cool place. There's Richard Hart tokens, of course, price chats, promotional toolkits, non-crypto chat, voice chat, of course, and then there's the Pulsechain projects as well, new projects chat, and of course all the links to all the projects, including the Pulse Police who do code checks and things like that, particularly on airdrops. We've got a list of all the projects there on Pulsechain, and of course the sacrifices if you're still involved in those, and of course a review of projects as well on the Pulse hot list there. That's pretty cool. At the top there, I've got an older video that I did on the top 25 passive income projects on Pulsechain, the good, the bad, and ugly. So you can have a check that out too. And of course, if you're a Hex Token channel member, you get private chat access on there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the link to the Discord is in the video description as well. So cool. All right. Coming up pretty cool. What else we got going on there? Joel's in the house. Good to see you, Joel. Strong hands and a long time horizon usually wins out. Yeah. But you got to have a probability of project that it's going to be successful, and sometimes the timing of that too can be tricky. Hence, aka Pulsechain, probability of success very good, timing very hard to determine. That's kind of the logic there. But you're definitely right. If you've got a long horizon and you're in the right project, then that will definitely win out. And of course, the Hex Godwell is a perfect example of that. Exonium says, Netherlands Superman, I met RH in Amsterdam. Man, was very, very cool. Hey, lucky, that's pretty cool, Exonium. I saw a couple of photos of that. Maybe I saw you in those photos. There were some photos. I'm sure there was a photo on the bridge. We were at the bridge one, outside the chateau or hotel building that he was at. There was a big whole ton of people around him then. Let me know if you were in that image. There was a picture on the bridge as well. There was also him talking to people at one side of the bridge, I think, outside of the hotel. Let me know if that was if you were there for that. I watched a video on there. I'm pretty sure it was the Netherlands, that one. Right, so let's see what happens when I wake up in the morning. Will Maxi be even higher? Will it be the premium be even higher than it is now? We will find out. It's currently at 213, which is pretty good position to be in as we lead into the Americans, the Europeans, and stuff on the trading floors there. And of course, the Hex is at 4.2. Can that break up higher? There was a nice buy earlier in the day. That was about 11 million. And of course, let's see where that goes. And Hedron currently at 511, just easing off there. But this is kind of cool. Can it keep building on and attack the all-time high? I have a feeling it's going to try. It's not inevitable, of course. There's still a bit of room on the outside to do it over the next couple of days. But of course, there are a lot of people there with a lot of X returns. So that is the counter narrative there. We will find out in due course. What else there? James Bond says more green, please. Yes, says James. Yeah, yes, more green. We agree with that one. Hey, look, we're up to an hour now. I'm going to wrap it up. That was an hour special third live stream because the charts are pumping. I have a feeling we may do very well overnight. I think it's more likely than not. The trend is your friend, as it were. And Maximus just announced its launch date today. The base, the team, and the perpetual tokens will be launching on the 5th of September. The time is going to be in the morning, but we don't know the exact time. It's part of the surprise. But Monday is going to be Maxi Day. And, of course, the team and perpetuals will be launching. That's super bullish for X. Potentially, you know, if we hit all the targets of the big pay better, we could get 600 million. Who knows what we'll actually get through the perpetuals, but I think it's going to be fairly good. And, of course, we've got the team token that's going to require Maxi. So both Hex and Maxi, are going to benefit from this launch. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys having a good time during your day, wherever you are around the world. And I will catch you tomorrow for 2 more live streams. I'll catch you then. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. See you out. Peace. Woohoo! Rock on, as we say. Rock on.